Okay, so this last video of this lesson here is where this is the last thing that we're going to talk about this lesson here. I just want to show you guys one quick example from the book, how to use the elasticity of demand formula to show certain product has certain type of elasticity, and is it okay to increase price? What does it mean to have this type of inelastic or elastic demand when we increase the price of that product? So let's look at that concept through this example here. So we have the price P and the demand X for a product that are related by the price demand equation. So here is the given equation. X plus 500, P equal to 10,000. Okay, and then part A, we want to find the elasticity of demand. Let's call that E of P. Okay, when the price is $4. Okay, so recall the formula for E of P. Okay, is minus P times F prime of P over F of P. Okay, so we need to know what our F of P is in this problem here. So keep in mind that F of P is equal to X, or the demand or the price demand equation. Okay, so in this case, what we're given here, we can solve for X. Okay, so let's take that equation and let's solve for X. So X equal to minus 500P plus 10,000. So if we express X in this way, that means X is a function of P. That means this is our F of P here. So to find E of P, we first find the F prime of P. Okay, so that's going to be minus 500. Okay, and then so we got everything. We have the F of P, we have F prime of P, and then we want to find E of P when the price is $4. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so let's go back to blue here. So we know that the formula is E of the current price level, which is in this case is 4. So that means we're going to have that as minus 4 times, well, F prime of P in this case, it's going to be always equal to negative 500. Okay, divided by F of P. To do that, we're just going to plug the 4 into the F of P formula. So that means negative 500 times 4 for the price plus 10,000. Okay, so this here is F of 4, which is what we have there. Okay, so let's calculate this, see what we have here. So that's going to give us 20,000. No, actually 2,000 on the top, and then 2,000 on the bottom here, plus 10,000. Let's use a calculator and see what that will turn out to be here. All right, so what we have here, we got 2,000. So what is that? 0.25. Okay, that's 0.25. So the value of E of P in this case, so we say, so E of 4 is less than 1, greater than 0. So that means is, or we said demand. So we said demand is inelastic. Okay, so see the last video. Okay, so if it's inelastic, mean increase in price will result increase in revenue. Okay, so that's what we got for part A there. Now part B is gonna be a little bit harder, it's a little more confusing. So what we want to know is, so now we got the elasticity of demand. What we want to know is, suppose suppose the price changes by 10%, how much or what is the approximate percent change by demand? Well, we know that it's going to result in increase in revenue, but we still want to know how much is demand getting affected. So suppose the company want to increase price by 10% from the $4. Okay, approximately how much? Approximately what is the percentage change in demand? So that's our goal there. Okay. But to do that, to find out what the percent change in demand is, how is it being affected by the 10% change of the price, we need to find out what's the new price. What does it mean by 10% increase in price? So we're looking at $4. Okay. Well, 10% of $4, that's 10 cents. Right? That's 10 cents there. So the new price is going to be $4.40. This is wrong. I did the math wrong. This should be 40 cents. Sorry. Okay. All right. So we're going from $4 to $4.40. We're gonna calculate what is the demand level with respect to each price here. So our goal here next is calculate the demand for the $4, and then calculate the demand level for $4.40, and then look at what is the change in between those two values. Keep in mind that our demand equation is this here. That's our demand equation, negative 500p plus 10,000. So from $4, we know that that current demand is equal to negative 500 times 4 plus 10,000. So what is that going to be? That's minus 2,000 plus 10,000. So that would give us 8,000. Okay, yeah, 8,000. So let's calculate the demand with the new price. And let's look at x minus 500 times $4.40 plus 10,000. Okay, and that's going to give us, I believe this is 7,800 evenly. Let me do my math real quick. Okay, so that's going to give us, the demand is 7,800. Okay, so these two values are the demands from the $4 and then the new price of $4.40. So we know the revenue is going to be increasing. We can times price and demand to calculate the two difference of revenue. But the question in this problem here is asking, what is the approximate change in the demand if we change in price? Well, let's just calculate the percentage increase, guys. So we say percentage of percentage of demands change. Okay, so that's going to equal to the new demand level minus the current demand level divided by the current demand level. So that's going to give us minus 200 over 8,000. And what would that be? 200 divided by 8,000. So that's going to give us a negative 0.025. So convert that to percentage. So we're looking at a minus 2.5%. Okay. So this saying that if the price, if price increase by 10%, then approximately demand will decrease by 2.5%.